Good afternoon, my spiritual warriors. Happy Sunday. Hopefully this video makes it up to my IGTV today, Sunday, if my internet cooperates when I'm about to load this video. I want to deliver a Sunday message to you. I get asked all the time, how does one become a healer? A lot of people are interested in becoming healers. How does one become a healer? And this is my answer to you, for those of you that are newly discovering your spiritual abilities, and for those of you that know that you have or believe to have the ability to become a healer, but don't really know how to go about it. And this is my thing to all of you. Being a healer, which is a question that I get frequently asked, you can't be a healer without possessing certain qualities. There are certain qualities that healers, true divine healers, need to have in order for you to become a healer. Certain qualities that as a healer you must possess in order to become one. You can have, it often happens that you can have the gift, but if you don't have the qualities, then it's just not going to work. To me, in my spiritual opinion, based on my trajectory with spirituality and my experience with spirituality, my opinion is that our gifts are God-given, are the Creator's granted divine gifts to us. Our gift is divine given by the Creator. Our qualities get built over time. And there are certain things that we need to bring to the table in order for these qualities to develop so that we can become the healer and put into practice and execute the gifts that have been granted to us by the divine. So therefore, our blessings need to mirror our qualities. And our qualities are dependent on our effort and what constitutes us as a healer to become one. I will break it down to you the best I can. Healer, the word healer. I've defined it in many different ways over the years, but today, April of 2020, after meditating on this very heavily, I believe that healer, if we break it down by each letter of the word healer, the H, it's about honesty. You have to be honest with yourself. What are we honest about? We need to be honest about our limitations as to becoming a healer or being one. And even after we are healers and we have already worked that muscle to become a healer, we have to, all along our healing journey, not just healing ourselves, but healing other people, we have to be able to be honest. That's the H of healer for me, in my opinion. Being honest with your limitations, being honest with what you're able to do for others so that you, number one, don't deplete yourself along the way. And number two, you don't attempt to do something for someone that is out of your capacity, something that you don't possess, that you are not able to give to that other person. Being a healer, you have to be honest with yourself as to what kind of abilities you have. Because you are a healer does not mean that you have the healing answers or guidance for every single person on this planet. So therefore, being honest with what your limitations are, it's a good foundation and a good quality of being a healer. Healer. Then we jump into the aspect of the E, right? I believe that there's a foundation of being an empath. You have to be sensitive to the needs, concerns, and worries of other people. Now, that's a dangerous zone because when you are a healer and you are an empath, then if your guard is not up, if your protective shield is not strong, then as you're healing others, you are damaging yourself because you're intaking it all in, and you intaking it all into a level where you can deplete yourself, you can hurt yourself, not physically, not intentionally, but spiritually, energetically, emotionally, mentally. There's harm when there's no protection, which is why a relationship and bond with your spirit guides, with your spirituality, with your ancestors, in this case, as an Orisha practitioner with my Orishas, is very important. So as I giveth, I am not depleting myself. But I need to be sensitive to the needs. I need to be sensitive to the situation of the individuals that come knocking on my door for spiritual guidance, help, and assistance. It's hard when you go to someone that even though they have certain spiritual gifts, but they don't feel you, they don't understand you, they're not sensitive to what you're going through. So I found it to be that when you're not sensitive with what someone else is experiencing, you're not putting your heart, you're not really putting all of you into being able to guide them, into being able to offer solutions, into being able to, call upon a vibration that can help that individual. So I believe that also having an empathic ability and opening up that empathic energy to be able to be sensitive with your client's needs, it's a contributing factor to becoming a healer. Then we jump into accountability and attention. You have to be accountable with your responsibilities. If you're not accountable with your spiritual and religious responsibilities, you cannot hold someone else accountable either. And if you're not attentive, meaning being attentive to sound, to energy, to vibrations, then you miss out on the healing. You miss out on being able to give that person the tools that they need because your attention is not 100% on that person. Your attention is not 100% on the guidance of spirit. The attention is not 100% on the energy of the universe that is giving you that ability to give and guide the other person, your client or individual in need that comes knocking on your door for your guidance, right? Then we jump into the what I would like to call the leading and or light of a healer, right? HEAL, leading and light. In order to be a healer, you have to know how to lead, and you have to be someone that comes from a space of light. You cannot give what you don't have. So if you come from a space of darkness, and if there's a lot of darkness around you, then you're not giving enough light. You don't have enough light to give to someone else in order for them to elevate, in order for them to step up to their plate, in order for them to find their own light. Being a healer means that you know and possess your inner light. You are in touch and you are in alignment with your light so that you can lead that person into their light. That's the L of the healer. Then I believe that to be a healer, you gotta sort of be an environmentalist, which is the second E of a healer, in my opinion. Why am I choosing to say that one should be an environmentalist? Well, this is the thing. An environmentalist is referred to as a friend of the earth when you really think about it. Earth is what gives us all our tools as a healer to be able to guide and lead other individuals. If you don't take care of the earth that you step on, the earth that holds you, the earth that's your foundation, the earth that feeds you, the earth that protects you, the earth that gives you also light so that you can give light, if you're not friends with the earth, you cannot be friend of that needy person that comes knocking on your door in need, in turmoil, in depression, in anxiety, in a battle, in a conflict, in a heart issue. So therefore, I believe that we have to be as healers, friends of earth, and be caring of the earth because the earth feeds us so that we can feed other people. Then we jump into the R. And simply, my friends, my beloved spiritual warriors, being a healer, the R stands for being real. You have to be real. Be real. Be authentic. Be real. Be real with yourself. Be real with your abilities. Be real with your spirit. Be real with what you're able to give. Be real with the individuals that's sitting in front of you asking for help or guidance because they're coming to you in their most vulnerable state. They're coming to you in their most chaotic state. They're coming to you in their most needy state. They're coming to you in the most confused state. So you have to be real with them. Not real does not mean harsh. Real does not mean rude. Real does not mean being ugly or being someone that just chastises, to chastise someone else, or because you cannot come across as being better, because a healer does not mean that you are better than the person that's in need. What the person that's coming to you, they're just in a vulnerable state, unable to see their own light, and you're there as a healer to be able to facilitate and be the bridge that helps them get to the other side of the chaos, on the other side of the torment, of the issue, of the trial, of the that rock that's in their way, that's blocking them from elevating themselves and being in full alignment with the best version of themselves. So therefore, you have to be able to be real with the heart, real with emotion, real with loyalty, real with your ability, real with your alignment of the vibration that guides you to guide other people. So to me, being a healer consists of being honest, of being an empath, of being accountable, and also attentive. It also deals with being a leading light. It also deals with being an environmentalist, a friend of the earth. And it also deals with being real with the individual that you're trying to guide and help. Now, if you were to ask me, who or what is the best healer in life? Who or what is the best healer in this universe? I would say this. The best healer in life is authenticity. The best healer in life is time. The best healer in life is wisdom. You have to be authentic. You have to allow time to build your wisdom, because without time, you cannot invest in your wisdom. The best healer in life is honor, standing in honor of what you claim to be in alignment with. Being the best healer of life is loyalty and respect. You have to respect what you profess. You have to respect the energies that hold space for you. And you have to be loyal to your calling. You have to be loyal to the power, to the gift that the Creator has granted to you. Who is the best healer in life? The best healer in life is consistency. Consistency teaches us a lesson that if we're not consistent, we don't get to our finish line. And also, the best healer in life is commitment. Your commitment to your calling, your commitment to what has been granted to you. And overall, if we take all these definitions, if we take all this word, the best healer of life is love. Because without love, you cannot really be accountable. Without love, you can't really be committed. Without love, you can't really be consistent. Without love, you can't really be an empath. Without love, you can't really be authentic. Without love, you can't really acquire wisdom. Without love, you won't respect time, which is the one that grants you, gives you, furnishes you, injects you with the power of wisdom. That is my definition of a healer. And oftentimes, when you are a true divine healer, you have to know how to balance yourself, because if you don't find a balance, you get thrown off with all that you're giving away, all the energy that you are, giving to the person that is in need. It will deplete you. So you have to know how to balance yourself. There needs to be an equal balance, so that you're not underdoing and you're not overdoing. I hope this makes some sense to you. I believe that that's what healers should really be about. Leave a comment if you agree. Leave a comment if you disagree. I like to also learn and hear other people's perspectives. If you like this video, hit like, share it, tag, and let's keep connecting. May the blessings of the universe be with each and every one of you on this blessed Sunday.